Hi guys, how are y'all doing? Thank you for joining me for another vlog, and I think instead of awkwardly greeting you guys by holding my camera out in front of me with my arm and, you know, having this weird selfie angle, I think I'm gonna start just using my tripod and greeting you guys while sitting down. It feels a little bit more natural, a little less strained, and also I get to showcase you guys my lovely furry companions. I thought before I begin today's vlog, I would start something new because I notice I get a lot of questions from a bunch of people on a lot of different social media platforms, and some of the questions I actually remember to answer, and some of them I'll see a question and I'll be like, wow, this is a really good question, I really hope I remember to answer it, and then I have a hard time finding it again when it's time to film a video, because like when I get comments on Instagram or on YouTube, it's just like a long flat list and it's hard for me to scroll through and find all the questions. So I thought I would start a new format for me to more easily find the questions you guys ask me. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you guys post on Instagram. So I hope most of you watching this have an Instagram. I'm sorry if you don't, but on Instagram, just post any photo of any of my artworks that you like, or you know, you can always repost the last thing that I posted on my Instagram, and use the hashtag AskHappyDArtist. So all one word, hashtag AskHappyDArtist, and write your question for me in the caption of the photo. So you could be like, Happy, what are some of your favorite oil painting mediums? Hashtag AskHappyDArtist, and the photo could be any of my artworks. So I think if you do that, it'll make finding the questions a lot easier for me, because I can just open up the hashtag page and scroll through that way. Also, that'll help me keep the questions a little bit more random, because I notice myself sometimes I get biased and I ask the questions that get the most votes, or you know, that are more like the top comments, and I want to make sure that I don't see the question ahead of time, so that way when I look through my phone and it's time to ask questions, it can be nice and random, and that way I feel like it's fair for everyone. I'll just scroll through whatever and pick a random picture. So yeah, hopefully you guys would like to participate, because I really do want to incorporate more Q&As into these videos. I think they're really fun to do and really helpful for you guys. So anyway, so my plans for today, at 6 p.m. Pacific time, I'm gonna have my Patreon Google Hangout, so that's really exciting. I'm gonna try to vlog a little bit of it. I'll make sure it's okay with everyone first. But basically, for my $5 and above patrons, I do a monthly hour-long Google Hangout where I'll be in my studio, and I'm usually either working on a drawing or a painting, and it's a time for basically live Q&A, and it's really fun. Like that's probably the part of the month I look forward to the most now. Usually I think around 30 people, 20 to 30 people would join me at a time, and it's just been super fun to like kind of hang out with everyone and get to know them, and you know, it feels like we're all hanging out together in real time. So yeah, I'm gonna try to vlog a little bit of that. What else? Gonna get dinner later with some friends. I think we're gonna go get Korean food. And basically in between those two events, I'm just gonna be trying to cram in as much painting, video editing as I can. I sent out the last batch of my holiday sale orders yesterday. It's a little bittersweet to say goodbye to them, but I'm really happy with how the holiday sale went, and I'm super glad that so many people have art in their homes. I just, again, like praying that the post office doesn't mess things up and that everything goes smoothly, because I know sometimes, especially during the holidays, the post office doesn't always operate as smoothly as you want them to, but trying to think positive and send positive vibes. But yeah, can't wait to share my day with you guys. I got takeout again for lunch. This time it's from a restaurant called Yang Chow. Wow, look at me. Look how fancy I am with my Chinese takeout and brown rice. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, spoil yourself with some good old-fashioned Chinese takeout. Look at this little guy. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Hey, hey. What you doing back there? So he's been perched up in the back of my chair for an hour or so. He and Boogerface, my two cats, they like to take turns perching up there, because I think it gives them a really good like balanced support, because they can drape their paws over it, and also they like to play with my hair and bite it while I'm trying to get work done. Anyways, I thought I'd give you guys a quick update. It's about 4:30 p.m. right now. I've spent the last 2 hours answering emails, so just wanted to give you guys this insight into like running an art business, I guess. Yeah, because it's so close to the holidays and people are expecting packages, I'm just getting a few emails here and there about like, is my package gonna arrive on time and what's my tracking number? I actually do send out tracking numbers. So my website automatically sends out a link to a tracking number when I make the shipping label, but sometimes it gets into the spam folder. So if anyone's watching and you've ordered a print from me and you haven't gotten a tracking number, it's probably in your spam folder. I mean, Gmail is really strange sometimes, but yeah, so I've spent the whole morning and afternoon just kind of replying to customers, giving them their tracking numbers, and you know, I understand it's the holidays, like I would be extra cautious and taking extra precautions with Christmas presents too, so I understand. It's not, you know, I'm not like judging anyone or, you know, saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying like, oh, I've spent many hours answering emails today, and you know, sometimes people ask me like how many times a day I spend doing art, like how many hours, and honestly it's like I'm lucky if I get to spend 50% of my time actually creating art, because so much of my time goes into answering emails, running the business, you know, managing the shipping and printing aspects, like ordering supplies and shipping tubes and, you know, like answering all these inquiries. I also get a lot of people like just asking me about, you know, do I offer this print option or do I do commissions? And so just being able to answer all my business emails takes a really long time. So in case anyone was curious, like this is, I guess, a glimpse into what artist life is really like. It's a lot of emailing, managing, and scheduling and things like that. But you know, I don't mind it. Hopefully I can get some painting done now because I just answered all my emails. Yay! Just doing some sketching while watching, of course, you guessed it, Sex and the City. And look who is lurking behind my computer like a little creeper. Hi, hon. Hi, hon. Oh yeah, he hates my pencils. He hates my pencil. He hates my pencil. I'm sorry, baby. I need this thing to work. I know you think it's a toy or you have some personal vendetta against pencils, but it's mine. So cute. When you have a cat, or in my case, 2 cats and 2 dogs, there's never a quiet or lonely moment. Okay, I love to play with you, baby, but I gotta get back to work. Yay! Live stream starting soon! And until then, I am just continuing to work on this little lady. She's going to be one of my Patreon rewards for December for the $95 tier. I think I'm gonna do this series of girls with different colored hair. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, so right now it is about 7 p.m. We're in my studio and I'm working on this painting, making some more progress on it. My Patreon live stream. So this is really cool. It's like paintingception. And here are my awesome patrons and they are asking me questions and I'm talking to them. This is the current progress I have on this piece. The legs are done-ish. I need to fix this arm. The bicep looks very weird. Hair, I added some more, I guess, blending and definition to it. But yeah, so far the background needs a little bit more work. I started on a few leaves over here, but yeah, multiply that by 500 and you got the amount of leaves I actually need. So yeah, it's starting to come together, which is good. I'm glad I got the orchids done. These were kind of my #1 priority. I wanted to make sure these, you know, looked good in comparison to the colors on the rest of the piece. She's so cute. Oh my gosh. Her fur is also really soft, like especially for a dog, because I know cats usually have softer fur than dogs do, but her fur is like cat level soft. You're cat level soft. So cute. Oh, anyways, I also wanted to show you guys some progress on this drawing. I'm not done yet, but I worked on it a little bit before the live stream. So here she is. She's got a little moth with cute little tails. I think I'm gonna do a series of moths with long tails. I think they look like fancy hair ribbons. Shiny pink hair. Hair's not done, so I'm gonna do some more shading on that. A little alien face, and she's leaning on like a giant flower. I'm not sure how to decorate this yet, but I'm thinking I want to incorporate some gold or silver into this piece as well. So I'll have to find a good place to add those embellishments. But yeah, actually, and this one too, I'm gonna try to do this for this and all the other drawings in this series. I'm gonna try to not use any reference and just really push myself to be creative and come up with ideas and like almost challenge myself to get better at like memorizing anatomy and shading and lighting. So this one did not use reference, and I'm not going to for any of the drawings in this series. I also want to really focus on like, you know, getting the hand poses right and things like that. So yeah, if you were looking for a tip, I guess a tip I have now is, as an artist, you always have to constantly be pushing yourself. You can't stay safe. You know what I mean? Like, you can't keep drawing or painting the same thing over and over again. Okay, well, let me rephrase that. You can paint what you like. For example, I paint women. I'll always paint women. But you have to try new techniques or new methods and constantly push yourself to improve that way. So, for example, like if you're used to painting close-ups, you should try to paint maybe further away, incorporate more background, paint more body parts. If you are used to rendering a certain level of detail, like for the next piece, you can try to push yourself to make it even more detailed. You know, like for example, one thing I noticed, like when I started painting, I didn't really do eyelashes and eyebrows. I didn't paint the individual hairs. I would just use kind of like one big bold brush and make a line to like demonstrate that, you know, there's something there. But nowadays I use the fine brush, and I'll go in and paint each individual hair. I'll go in and paint more anatomy in the eye, or, you know, I'll paint when I'm doing highlights instead of just doing like dot dot dot. I'll try to make it more like realistic in the shape of the hair. So yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still needing to improve on many things. But yeah, as artists, we all need to constantly push ourselves and constantly raise our standard and hold ourselves accountable to a higher bar of quality. Look who it is. Look who it is. I closed my studio door for my live stream and he is really mad. Come in here, babe. Come on in. Hi. Hi, baby. Come on in. Come on. Aw, are you mad? Oh, you're not mad, are you? I'm sorry for locking you. Oh, look, he's mad. He's giving me attitude. Fine. I don't want to pet you anyway. Look, when cats don't want you to pet them, they like get close to the ground so that they can avoid your hand. Well, I'm gonna pet you anyway. Fuzzy thing. This dog lives for belly rubs. You can rub her belly for a full day and she wouldn't even mind. You're so cute. Does anyone else think she kind of looks like an Imperial Stormtrooper? Like the way her face is structured? She looks like a helmet of those Imperial Stormtroopers from Star Wars. But a really cute, fluffy version. We're on the way to dinner now. We're gonna go get Korean food with some friends. And I'm starving. What about you, babe?
Oh, starving Marvin. Missing someone. Is as normal, missing someone.
Look at these three, they're all wearing the exact same jacket. Good job, guys. A horizontally pleated, is that what it's called? Pleated. Black jacket, wow.
Puffified.
I know, look at them, they're so cute together.
Get it while we
Hi, Mushroom! Oh my gosh! Hi! Hi, sweetie! Oh my gosh, so hyper. Come here, Mushroom! Come here! Oh, sweeties! Hi, sweeties! When she's happy to see us, she likes to play with her ball. Come here, Mushroom! Come here, Mushroom! See how stoic the cats are compared to the dogs? Oh, sweeties! Hi! Mushroom!
missing someone.
this is what the final drawing looks like. She has some nice metallic gold highlights that I did with this Pen Touch gold paint marker that I got from Blick, and as well as some pink hair with white charcoal highlights, and I think I did the highlights on the rose here with the white Sakura gel pen. Oh my gosh, focus camera. Okay, giving up. Anyways, yeah, so I do like how the color scheme turned out. I think the pink hair gives the gray a nice warm touch, and you know, it complements the gold pretty well too. So I think for this series I'm gonna explore the pink hair a little bit more, and I added some gold highlights and just a little bit more detail to this drawing, which you guys might be familiar with. It was my how to draw hair tutorial drawing. I wanted to make it a little bit more complete and more interesting because it's going to be one of my Patreon rewards. So yeah, I added this extra little gold trimmed butterfly, this gold trimmed ribbon, and added some gold highlights to this butterfly on the left here. Also gave her a little red bindi. So yeah, now I have 2 out of 7 completed. I usually wait until the end of the month to do these, but right now it's only December 20th, and I just wanted to pace myself and do like 1 or 2 a day instead of, you know, cramming them all into one day. I think taking my time with these and enjoying the process is gonna make, you know, this whole project a lot more smooth and a lot easier to do. So yeah, can't wait to scan both of them and share them with you guys. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm trying to give each of my pets equal camera time, but Boogerface, my second cat, she doesn't really like to be held as much. She's very cuddly when she's in the mood, but oh, okay, goodbye. Anyways, there. I tried to give you an equal chance and you rejected me. So what am I supposed to do, boogers? I'm gonna end the vlog right here. It's about 11 p.m. Dinner went pretty late because we were just having so much fun talking, and it's so great to like meet up with friends and catch up and, you know, make jokes and laugh, and before you know it, like 3 hours have flown by. So yeah, I had a really good dinner, and now I'm just going to probably finish up some drawings and head to bed. I need to go to sleep early. I've been kind of getting into this bad habit of going to bed really late and staying up on my phone and going on Reddit, so I'm really trying to correct that. And yeah, tonight I want to be in bed before 11:30. So yeah, anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye.
Missing someone.